Okay, we're gonna make another juice. It's juice time in the Justin Joy Truman household. This is a trick. These frozen blueberries juice a ton of juice. They're only like $7 a bag, high in antioxidants. Get the wild kind, but regular blueberries are great too. We just dump a whole bag in here, and then we let it thaw out. Put it in the refrigerator. Boom, you got yourself so many juices.
And the cherries too, right?
Cherries, the mixed berry bag, apples, and then green beans. Make sure you wash them. That's why we're all by the sink. All right, let's do this. Apples, apple cutter. Kabooyah. Here's what we do. Smush it down. Bam.
Ooh.
Got yourself a pretty apple flower. You don't need one of these, but it sure do make it easier. And when I juice apples, I juice the core and all. I just juice the whole thing. But make sure you wash them. I've heard apples in particular have a lot of pesticides on them. So be sure to wash them thoroughly. Again, I just spray. I have a bottle with diluted Castile soap. I just spray them. Rub them down with my hands a little bit and rinse them off. There goes one apple. Okay, we got another apple. And be sure not to overload your juicer. If it starts making that sound, you might be pushing it a little. So just be careful. If you do get the Ninja cold press, I highly recommend duct taping around this edge here. It adds good reinforcement so that it can handle a little bit more.
Because we cracked it already.
We cracked ours, so I had to learn the hard way. But nothing a little duct tape and super glue can't fix. Okay, last apple. Core in the middle. Bam. Watch your fingies. Do not cut your fingies. That's probably the biggest downside to doing a high veggie fruit diet.
That's right, baby.
A lot of opportunities to cut your poor fingies. We've had a lot of people ask us about our juice. Is it expensive or not? And this is why I am showing you stuff like the blueberry bag, apples, and green beans are all relatively cheap, high yield in juice. And really, I mean, think about it, you know, like if you're getting all the cheap stuff because it's cheaper, it's more expensive in the long run when you got to go to the doctor and you got to go to the pharmacy and stand in line, and I mean, that ain't no good either, you know?
And health food is more expensive when you're buying packaged foods, not produce.
Yeah.
Produce is cheap.
And just because it says healthy on the package, that don't make it healthy.
Yeah.
I highly recommend, if you're doing this diet, just sticking to as many whole foods as you can. That means one ingredient. If you get sweet potatoes, the ingredients to that should be sweet potato. If you're getting blueberry, the ingredients should be blueberries.
Not sugar, not natural flavors.
No natural flavors, no flavoring, none of that. Okay, let's do our green beans. I like to kind of mix them up here so that they get kind of mixed as they go. All this stuff is really great. Apples are high in vitamin A. And, you know, I don't know enough about apples, but they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Green beans, I believe green beans are very high in iron. They help with diabetes and lowering cholesterol, blood pressure. The blueberry is very high in antioxidants, So they will, and they give you lots of energy. Good stuff. Okay, let's pause for a dump out. As I said, we make for 2.5.
So we do 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Strain it. Wifey does not like pulp. If you don't like pulp, get yourself one of these little strainers. You can actually find these little strainers at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree or whatever, and they're usually $1. So it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then something else, it leaves behind the pulp, and we usually just toss the pulp right into his baby food. This is yesterday's leftover pulp now.
And he loves it.
We just toss today's right on top of there. Okay? Let's keep going. Here, check that out.
Green bean. Ooh.
Ooh. What does that thing do? Sorry about the dude. People think eating healthy is expensive. And I'll tell you what, when we were eating sad diet, just between wife and I, we didn't have Truman yet, we figured through our bank statements that we were spending roughly $1,800 a month on food, and that's including restaurants and fast food and late night grocery store stops and stuff like that. Roughly about $1,800 a month.
For 2 of us.
For 2 of us. Now we spend about $700 to $800 a month, and that's 2.5 of us. And we eat healthy. We do not gain weight. We
pig out.
We have great blood pressure. We haven't been sick since we switched to this diet.
For years.
Years. It's been years since I've had a cold.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's really not that expensive. And when you think about it long term, what's really expensive is all that medicine, all those doctor visits, hospitals, and that's a really low quality of life. It's a really low quality of life. You okay, buddy? Here, you want to be there? Yeah. So,
no.
Yeah, think about it that way.
More expensive to go to a doctor than to eat healthy food.
Yes, it is. Okay, that'll be our last for the blueberries. And look, we still got about maybe 3 or 4 more juices worth in that $6 or $7 bag of blueberries. And it's great. Juice. Sorry about the deer.
Truman already got started without us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, hey, hey. Happy, healthy home.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the most delicious juice you will have. I promise you. Way better than anything you can buy in a package. Way healthier, too.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
You like that? You love the blueberry.
He is chugging. This kid is chugging. Good stuff, huh, buddy?
You love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's delicious.